Handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Michelle, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll start the drive here with an end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny!
They'll set up to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go play action here on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Rosen dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking to Michel on the screen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they try the right side here. Powerful running. And he's got room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from the desert after this. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the move. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this time, Rosen will throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6.
Detroit!
This is 3rd down and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hut!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And on the ground they go with a running back. Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Green, 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it here. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Rosen will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll go with a keeper. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's Michel once again. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Powers through it. And he'll run it right through it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Rosen to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Rosen. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they will run it with Michelle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. 51 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He's going to get it running right. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
On 3rd down. It's Armstrong, and the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And McManus able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Fighting him off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston,
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like them in the morning, skip school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never look lucky, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they calling for me and they, you want me like me, you not look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headlining shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost. Like who's you? Remember this face, 'cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag,